Rachael reads to save the school horses. Today we are reading My Little Pony, The Perfect Pear. Because there's Applejack and Apple Bloom, Big Mac, pears and apples. My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, The Perfect Pear. One sunny afternoon, Apple Bloom galloped through the market and noticed a new stand. The kind-looking old pony behind the counter could barely keep up with the crowd lining up to buy his pear jam. When she got to the front, he nudged a sample across the counter. Tossing the sweet jam, she smiled. Welcome to Ponyville. I'm Apple Bloom. I'm Grandpa, and it's welcome back. Excited to move my jam shop home after many years up in Vancouver. Yum. Water. Well, I'm glad you and your delicious jam are back. Apple Bloom.
Can you turn it towards me? Declared.
Thanks, he smiled. Have a jar on the house. As Apple Bloom waved goodbye, he shouted, come back and visit sometime. Back home, Apple Bloom announced, I got the perfect
Toppin'
for flapjacks. A shocked Applejack grabbed the jar and tossed it to Big Mac. The what?
Turn towards me for a second. Reaction
Was not what she expected. What's the big deal with the pear jam? Apple Bloom asked, watching her siblings scramble to hide the jar. Apples and pears are enemies. Applejack hissed. Yep. Big Mac nodded. But why? Look at her. They're gonna waste it. Big Mac shrugged. I know. I don't know. Applejack admitted. Granny gets upset if I even say pear. I've always been too nervous to ask. With Grandpa back in town, it was finally time to find out what happened between apples and pears. Apple Bloom, Applejack, and Big Mac visited Goldie's Delicious for a history lesson. I have a full story in here somewhere, Goldie said, digging into a giant pile of books. She pulled out one called Apple Family History Volume 137. Years ago, Grandpa's farm sat next to Granny Smith's. They both took great care of their orchards, but instead of approaching each other's fruit, they bickered about whose was the best. Wait, rotten pear or sour apple? What do you think?
Sour apple.
Yeah, I think that. Apples did not talk to pears. Pears did not talk to apples. But one day, little Bright Mac spotted a friendly filly across apple-pear fence and broke the rules. You know, if you hold a buttercup under your chin, it'll glow. He whispered, lifting up a flower. She grinned. Does it work? He smiled. Sure it does, Buttercup. Applejack interrupted. Bright Mac, Buttercup, those are parents' names. Oh yes, Goldie remembered. Buttercup was the nickname of your daddy. The nickname of your daddy gave your mother. Her given name was Pear Butter. You're a saying.
You're saying.
You're saying, Applejack gasped. Our mother was a pear? So we're all half pear? Big Mac cried. Goldie nodded. Even though their families were enemies, your parents' love for each other was magic. Then she sent them to talk to Burnt Oak, Bright Mac's closest friend, for more of the story. Yep, we were thick as thieves, Burnt Oak chuckled. One day, as we were racing in the fields, your dad spotted your mom. He was so distracted by the sight of her, he tore through the fence and tripped over the pear water silo. Burnt Oak smiled at the memory. Your daddy knew he'd been in trouble, but he went up to Grandpa and confused to the damage. Dad was super honest. Apple Bloom nudged her sister. Appleton fall far from the tree, huh, Applejack? Right, Max spent every day fixing up the water silo and getting to know Buttercup. She was a real peach of a pear. Burnt Oak finished. If you want to know more, I reckon you should talk to Miss Cake. Who's Miss Cake?
Why don't we pause there and to be continued tomorrow, okay?
Bye-bye. By Rachael Reads to save the schools.